Okay, in this last example, we have draw the graph of y equals 2x squared. The same question, we have this is a curve, then we have a line also. If you read through the question, on the axis we are to use a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on x-axis and 2 cm to 5 units on y-axis. So I've started the table. We start with, from the range of x is from -2 to 4. So I've started minus to -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll get the corresponding values of y. So I'll have 2, again, 2 open bracket -2 close squared minus 3 into -2 close minus 7 equals, that is 7. Then I'll go with the -1. So again I have 2 brackets -1 squared minus 3 into -1 close minus 7. That's -2. Then for 0, you expect all the ones that have x to be 0, because 0 times 2, 0, 3 times 0, 0, then -7. This one will be -7 that way. And you can still try it if you wish. Then 2 open bracket 1 squared minus 3 into 1, then -7. That's -8. Then for 2 open bracket 2 squared minus 3 open bracket 2 minus 7. That's -5. And for 3, 2 open bracket 3 squared minus 3 into 3, then -7. That's 2. Then for 4, 2 bracket 4 squared minus 3 into 4 close and -7. That's 13. So we are done with that. Then we should do for the line. I'll just pick 3 values. You can pick -2, pick 1, pick 4. So I have x, y, -2, 1, and 4. So with this new one, 2 into -2 close, then -1. That's -5 here. Then for 1, I have a 2 into 1, then -1. That's 1 here. Then for 4, 2 into 4 -1. That's 7. So we are through with that. We can go over to the graph point and plot. So before we go over, you notice that positive value 13 has the highest number, and then we can go ahead and include more numbers up. So we are here 13. This is 5, 10, 13, like that. Because it's 2 cm to 5 units, so we can afford to put the graph there. And then let's just use the normal center this time around. So that's that. So we have the origin, then this is 5, this is 10, and 15, -5, -10, -15. So I think that's that. And then on this axis, 2 centimeters to 1 unit. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This part -1, -2, -3. Now we have the graph, and then we can start plotting. -2 and 7 here, -2 that thing I told you for y-axis, each line. Y-axis, each line is equal to, from here to here, 5/10. There are 10 lines in between there, so we have 0.5. So if you expect, this is 2 here, so 2 lines, 2 times 0.5 will give you 1. So we expect for 7, this is 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7. So 7 should be here. And then for -1, -2, this is -1, -2, that's 4 lines that way. 1, 2, -1, 1, 2, -2 here. Then 0 and -7, this is -5, this is 0 here. We trace it down, -7, 1, 2, -6, 1, 2, -7 here. Then 1 and -8. 1 and -8 here. So this is 1, -8 after 7 here, then 1, 2, 8, -8. Then 2 and -5, this is 2, this is -5 here, where 2 is intersecting -5. Then 3 and 2, this is 3. We need 2, we are going up, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 and 2 here. Then 4 and 13, 4 and this is 10, 1, 2, 11, 1, 2, 12, 1, 2, 13. And then we are done, and we can join the curve. So again, you start by picking the 3 turning points. That's a go. Pick the 3 turning points. That's a go. That's that. Once you pick the 3 turning points, others you can easily pick by just moving the broomstick to catch them. So, and that's that. And then, so that's that one. And on this side, we do the same. -2 and 5, -2 and 5, -2, -5. This is -2, this is -5 here. That's that point. Then the next one, 1 and 1. This is 1 here. Then we need 1, 1, 2, 1. That's that. Then 4 and 7, this is 4 here, 7 after 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7 here. And then we can join it since it's a straight line. Can join from here to here, then from here to here. Make sure you catch the 2 points and you. So that's that. We are done with the graph. Then we can answer the questions. I'll be answering the questions here. So the first question is, find the minimum value or the least value. So since the curve is turning this way, the minimum will be here. Don't forget that when the curve turns this way, this is maximum here. Maximum. Here is minimum here. So find the minimum value. Where is the minimum value? Here at this -8 point. So question A, minimum value is y equals -8. Not 8, minus is on the negative side, and that's the minimum value. Now question B, find the roots of the equation. That's the curve B. The roots of the curve. Don't forget I told you the root is where the curve cuts x-axis. This is your x-axis. It cuts the x-axis here and also cuts here. So don't forget this one, we counted 0.111 here. So this is -1, -1.1, 0.2, 0.3. So we should have x equals minus 1.3 and x equals here. This is 2. Where the curve cuts the x, this is here. So this is 2. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. 2.8. Now that's the answer. Go to question C. Question C. Question C says, find the range of values of x for which this is less than 0. So we have a 2x squared minus 3x. 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 less than 0. Don't forget that these are your points. This point here, minus 1.3, and this point here, 2.8. Those are your solutions. For you to get that range, all the values going here, they are all greater than 2.8. All the values here, they are all x values that are less than, all the values going this way. Just watch the arrow key, like this, like this, like this, less than minus 1.3. And any value in between here will be from here. Minus 1.3 is less than x, less than 2.8. And this value I told you to be x greater than 2.8. So meaning we have 3 regions. Region 1, region 2, region 3, like this. So we should test values from each of the 3 regions and see which one satisfy this inequality. So what value do you expect to be here? If you notice, where's the graph? This is the graph. Minus 2 is still on this side. So we can test minus 2 here. What value is in between here? 0, 1, 2. 0 is there, 1 there, 2 there. Even minus 1, 2 is there. Minus 1. All these values are there as integers. Then what value is here? 3 is here. So we test those values and see which one satisfy the inequality. Let's test x less than minus 3. X less than minus 1.3. So for that is x equals minus 2. If we put minus 2 here, that becomes 2 into minus 2 squared minus 3 into minus 2 minus 7. Is it less than 0? This is minus 2 squared will give us 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Already that way. Minus times minus plus 3 times 2, 6. Then minus 7. This is 14 minus 7, which is 7. Is 7 less than 0? No. No, that means this region does not satisfy it. Let's test this other region. This greater than. If x is greater than 2.8, that means x equals 3. If we should test 3 now, we should have 2 into 3 squared minus 3 into 3, then minus 7. Is it less than 0? 2 times 3 squared is 9. 2 times 9, 18. Minus 3 times 3, 9. Then minus 7. That is 18 minus 9 is 9 minus 7. That is 2. Is 2 less than 0? No way. That means this is the only region that satisfies it. If you should test all these numbers, you see they are all less than 0 if you test them. Therefore, the answer is minus 1.3 is less than x is less than 2.8. That's the answer of this one. Then we go to question D. Question D says, find the solution of the equation where y is this and y is this intersect. That's like having simultaneous equation. Their points of intersection, we find the x values and use them to find their corresponding y values. So let's find the points of intersection of the curve and the line. This is 1 here. If we should trace it up, it will give us the x value there. And if we should trace it to the side, it will give us the y value there. We should trace it up, it will give us x value. Trace it to the side, it will give us y value. So let's pick that. X is what? This is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. X equals minus 0.9, and the y value is what? Y equals, if you check here, you know this one we're counting 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. That's minus 3. Don't forget it's on the negative side. This is one answer. Then we should check this other one to here, the point of intersection. X equals, let's trace it down. You if we trace it down, that's a 3, 3.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. That is 3.4. Then what's the y value? Trace it to the side. You should have the y value. Trace it to the side. So it's not up to 6. This is 5. But the 1 2 did not get there. So we can say 5.5 and then maybe 5.6 or 5.7. You can say 5.7. Or you can say 5.8. It doesn't matter. Alright, that's that. E. E says find the solution of this. This is the curve intersecting line. So it's just like this one. We have a 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 equals what's that? Equals 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. So where the curve intersects the line, already we have done that. These are the x values, but we will not include the y values because it's only x that appears in these equations. So we just pick the x value. X is equal to minus 0.9 and x equals 3.4. Then f. For what values of y is 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 equals 5? If you should look at this, all this one looks like the equation that we have up there. So we have a 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 equals 5. All this place is y equals 5. All these things, is the original equation that we have in the curve. So you go to where 5 is on your curve and draw a straight line and see where it touches the curve. This is 5. If you draw a straight line, you have it this way. Now, if you trace it to y-axis, this is we can call this place 2 point, minus 1 point. You notice if you trace it down here, that's minus 1.8. So x, the value is x is equal to minus 1.8. And if you should see this one is on this place here. That's 3.3. 3 here, 1, 2, 3. 3.1, 0.2, 0.3. And x equals 3.3. That's the answer of that one. Then the last one, G, says what are the roots of the equation? Again, it's almost the same thing, but you will notice this time around we have a 2x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So what happened? How can we make this 4 become 7? Is by subtracting 3. So we should have like on both sides 2x squared minus 3x minus 4 minus 3 equals 0 minus 3. So this one becomes 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 equals minus 3. Again, all this place has become that y again. That's the original equation we have, equals minus 3. So we should go to the curve where we have minus 3 and draw a straight line. This is 1, 2, minus 1, 1, 2, minus 2, 1, 2, minus 3 here. So where does it touch the curve? So it touches the curve here, which is here, and where? And this place. So this is minus, this is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. So you can say x is equal to minus 0.8 and x equals, then this part here, this is 2, 2.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. But it didn't get to 0.4. You can just say 2.38 or 2.39, 2.38. Just assuming it, just you can assume it's 2.36 or 2.37 or 2.38 or 2.39 because it didn't fall on that fourth one. Thank you. I so much appreciate you if you have made it this far in this video. I believe you have seen what quadratic graphs look like, and you can use these ideas to do your own graph when you find yourself in an exam settings.